you earn everything! Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my Drag Race Season 11 live reaction series, and we're here for the live reaction of episode 13, the reunion episode. Let's get this reunion started, girl. I'm so excited. We have our top four. Obviously, we have Brooklyn Heights, Yvie Oddly, Akira Davenport, and Silky Nutmeg Ganache as the top four. Miss Vanjie, never mind, but it is what it is, and I am hashtag Team Brooklyn, and as a second Team Yvie, because they have impressed me the most out of the top four, and I think they deserve it the most. So let me know in the comments below, what do you have as your top four? Who do you want to win? Who deserves it the most? Like, I think across the board it's going to be Brooklyn and Yvie, so yeah. And based on their lip sync on the Snatch Game, I'm excited for the finale lip syncs, and they're going to turn it out. I don't even know what shenanigans is going to happen. I'm so excited, but this is the reunion episode, girl. And for today I have my Opulence Mercedes Iman diamond merch going on. We have the tank top and the fan. What do you guys think? And I'm doing this whole like fitness vibe outfit for the first time. Ooh, I got some leggings, girl. But yeah, so obviously the Opulence meme was incredible, especially like early on in the season. It was episode 2, I think, yeah. And it all just sort of like, everyone was doing their own. So I finally have made my own Opulence memes, which I'm gonna go through and show you. I'm so excited. Opulence, she runs everything. Flock of hens, you lay everything. Pack of pens, you write everything. So they are the three, and I have to give shout outs to Jun Farone, who commented Opulence. She runs everything on my episode 3 live reaction comments, so props to you for that, and I really appreciate it. Hilarious. So I made that on Photoshop last night, and I live. And Peter at work, girl, shout out, because he gave me the idea for Flock of Hens and Pack of Pens, because it kind of rhymes. And so I just ran with that idea and did the whole Hanny and Miss Fame thing. And then of course the Pack of Pens, like why not? Who hasn't got a pack of pens just hanging about? So I was like, snap, take a picture, and away we go. So hopefully keeping this meme alive. Let me know in the comments below if you have any more ones, any new ones that have resurfaced or appeared or anything, because I'm excited to see more of these memes, because it's just hilarious, seriously, like absolute opulence. But without any further ado, let's just crack straight on with the live reaction to episode 13, the reunion, because I need to get all this reunion up in here, girl. That makeover episode where 6 came back, it was like a mini reunion, but we didn't have Mercedes, we didn't have Kahana, and we didn't have Raja. So there's gonna be some drama, some tea, everything. So let's just crack straight on with the live reaction.
Tonight, from the Orpheum Theater in downtown Los Angeles, it's RuPaul's Drag Race Reunited. With just 1 week until the grand finale, the season 11 queens are back.
I can't believe it's the reunion in the final next week. So juiciest. Oh my god, I live. Opulence. Yes. Go west, Miss Vanjie. Brooklyn the winner. Or Yvie. We'll see.
This season was filled with 11 legendary moments and over-the-top characters.
11
Tonight,
legendary.
you're gonna wanna keep up using hashtag Drag Race. Let's get this thing started. Miss Vanjie didn't make the top 4, but definitely made a big impression. Let's take a look.
Bitch, I'm back. Hello. I can't help the fact that I go into...
Hello, Christine.
Thank you, Brittany. I'm just trying to figure out how to organize it.
I just thank myself.
Every time, after a long period of time, the girls have been on the show,
Well,
when they come back...
I ain't with Dr. Gizmo. No! What do you think is different?
Are your teeth new?
Is the camera on?
Clock.
Yes, Mama, Daddy.
They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. And you know, there's a little filler, but you know, who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Girl,
that's just
That's like saying, girl, did you tie your laces? Yes. Did you get a filler? Girl, good. It is like saying hello and goodbye. These days, that is the norm.
Miss Cracker said it. Hello, goodbye, and thank you. Gay aloha.
Now, a lot of people were rooting for you to make the top 4. How did it feel to be eliminated last week?
Honestly, it was embarrassing. Like, I felt...
Really? You did so well.
Yeah, but I was, like, still embarrassed, like, because watching it back and seeing what Michelle's saying, I do understand, like, I was probably more mad than the audience. I said, bitch, what the fuck were you thinking when you packed 45 swimsuits? Yvie. I was mad at myself.
Why did you bring so many swimsuits?
What had happened was I was traveling a lot. I was working. So I was doing everything over the phone with a bunch of different designers, not realizing a lot of the designers were making me a lot of the similar silhouette.
That were right on brand for you.
Yeah, which is a brand, but bitch, I don't want to be getting read every other day by Miss Michelle Massage.
Yeah.
Michelle Mirage.
Once you get on TV, I think Gore Vidal said, never turn down an opportunity to have sex or be on television.
Oh. Very true.
And apparently you
Take
were
it while
doing
you can.
both on our show.
So who really winning?
Brandy.
That's why I said I don't get the crowd. At least I got some dick. Shout out to Brooklyn.
In a season full of surprises, one of the biggest was Love in the Workroom. Vanjie and Brooklyn had the first on-screen love affair in Drag Race history. Take a look.
And like season 11, like how are we like, it's never happened before, but it just depends. They're not gonna just do it on purpose to have a showmance, but oh, it's so cute.
I was surprised you didn't choose Brooklyn.
I'm thinking with this, not with this, or this. And not only do I have to lip sync, now I have to lip sync against Brooklyn. I would have felt better against anybody but him.
No. Especially since somebody else coulda, woulda, shoulda been in the bottom. Who do you think that is? Miss Ganesh. I can understand why Vanjie was in the bottom.
Let's kiki about your Kai Kai. Brooklyn. How did it all get started?
Vanjie kind of started things off. You did. He was kind of...
Allegedly.
Allegedly. He started flirting with me. I thought he was very cute too, but I was at a competition. I wasn't looking for romance, but then he started flirting with me and I was like, okay, well.
We were on our way into our rooms and Silky said to Brooklyn down the hall, Brooklyn, Vanjie got a crush on you. And Brooklyn grabbed his Canadian bacon and I said,
lean bacon.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Puerto Rico. So that's what had happened. And the rest, you know, happened in the workroom.
It was nice because we couldn't really do anything. Right. We're on set, like, so it was like this nice little like schoolboy romance.
Now the world is dying to know, are you two still a couple?
No, we're not.
Why not?
We dated for about 4 months after the show, and we tried to make it work, but our schedules were just very different. He was traveling all the time, I wasn't traveling at all, so we never really saw each other, and it was scary for me.
What does being in a relationship mean to you? That means like you guys are committed to one another, you can't date other people.
Well, it wasn't just that, like, I've always, the number one thing that's always been really important to me is my freedom. I've always wanted to be free and be able to do what I want to do. So to factor somebody else into my life and plans and just have that feeling like I could never look at somebody else and find them attractive or never like flirt with somebody else was really scary for me. And that kind of, I was starting to feel really stifled.
Right.
And it was really hard because I mean, really do care for Vanjie a lot.
Understandable, but at the same time, when you're in a relationship, you do cast aside the rest of the world. But what was that eye roll?
And I wanted the notebook experience, and I was getting a Post-it.
Okay.
And it's no tea. But like, you know, and it's okay. And that's why we're on good terms, because we recognize it early. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
We had different views.
And what was it like to relive it on television?
Honestly, that's been really nice because it was a really nice moment for me. Like, it's a great memory to have. And like I said, I'll always love him. And I really do have love for him. And
well, you know I love you too.
Really happy we can just still be friends.
People online were saying that it was just for the cameras.
Not at all.
You know?
I would never say that.
Like, knowing really early on before, I think, the show knew, I even was kind of like, is this real?
Did anyone else think that it was...
I was skeptical.
I was too.
I can understand being skeptical.
I thought it was like a clout situation.
What do you mean, a cloud situation?
Like, Vanjie is a personality. And so on the show, anything you attach with Vanjie is also going to be a personality.
Right.
And Brooke didn't have that strong point as far as having personality. So it's like, let me grasp onto something to have a storyline.
It's understandable, but no. I think it would actually be more to their detriment to have a showmance, because it would just be seen as, oh, well, it's all fake, they're not real people, they're not being real with themselves, it's mixing like their emotions and it's all fake. It would be to their detriment if it was the showmance.
Do you want to get back together?
I'm not gonna say never. I
think they're just busy on the road.
I know you still have feelings for me, and
Which Vanjie clearly wants
just as
to.
long as we always have love for each other, anything is possible.
An ugly girl can never come for a pretty girl. No, it's an ugly bitch like you crawling out of the swamp to come for me? Girl, I'm over it.
Now, that was the moment when I realised I didn't like Raja. Literally episode 2. So before people say I jumped on the bandwagon or that people didn't like Raja, so everyone was hating on her, I didn't like her from that moment because that was rude. That was really... To say that she smells...
Literally wearing trash. I'm not gagging. I mean, I'm gagging it from, like, the smell. It's like, bitch, do you bathe?
Genuinely so fucking rude, and I lost all respect for Raja because of that. Sorry about it. And I was really a big fan of Yvie. Even episode 2, her looks, episode 3, so... It's unacceptable.
Raja's been in the bottom a lot.
Still find it funny. A lot.
You were not afraid to let those girls have it. Early on, you had some opinions about Yvie's opinions. Do you stand by those opinions?
Well, I will say that in the moment, that's just what, you know, that's what I was thinking, that's what I said. I said what I said, you know, but, you know, I felt like that was just like light reads. It wasn't anything like...
I disagree with you, girl. Okay, I'm sorry. I love you, but the fact that I came to you and was talking about actions or things that were happening in the room, and I said it all to your face, and it was so painful to have to go back home and watch you call me ugly, watch you call me smelly, watch you call me, like, worthless, essentially, because I told you you need to focus. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't think that was the right response in the moment.
Nah, I'm all for light reads and the shade.
Well, I will apologize that you feel some type of way. I will even apologize for even having...
I don't think that's an apology.
No.
That isn't.
This fucking bitch. Like, I don't agree. Absolute disgusting behaviour, saying such things. Hurtful shit.
You said some hurtful shit
for making
behind my
Well,
back.
can I finish what I was
Yeah,
saying?
nah, you can't, to be fair, because if you're doing a sincere apology, maybe.
Because you can direct it this way when you're done with Yvie.
I will apologize. It was definitely not my intentions to drag you through the mud, you know, but like I said, I was feeling some type of way and I went to the elementary school level with my reads.
And after Plastique got attention from me and Alyssa Edwards, you snapped big time.
What the fuck is that about?
Now, is there anything you want to say about that?
That, for me, and I don't want to... I think the problem that I had on the show is the same problem that I'm having right now. I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to cry. I don't want to show weakness. But that was a hard 2 weeks for me.
During that moment, a lot of people asked me why I didn't snap back, because when I looked into your eyes, I could see it wasn't about me.
Hurt people hurt people. So I'm sorry that I hurt you.
She's definitely hurting and feeling more like, not jealous, but just sort of, I didn't get that, she got that. It's nothing that Plastique had done, but Plastique also doesn't really, I don't think she likes confrontation, so she wouldn't have clapped back anyway.
Show the vulnerability and not be ashamed of it.
Well, you know what? That's the thing that I'm working on. I'm a Capricorn, first and foremost. Capricorns are like stubborn people.
Hey, I'm a Capricorn.
We clash with people all the time just because the wall is up.
Yeah, I can understand that. Like, hello, me and Raja, probably similar sort of personalities.
To clear the air, I did not instigate that situation. Raja asked me a question at that moment. I explained to her what I saw, and I even said that on camera. And how she handled it was all on her.
Well, yeah, obviously Raja's actions speak for
You
herself.
instigated every single problem that I had.
Yeah, like, Akira was instigating a lot of shit, so don't sit there and be like, oh, it wasn't me.
Mama's a lot.
Pathological.
So, Area, are y'all best friends, and did you leave the wigs for? see, that's the thing. A lot of people say I instigated. Raja asked me a question on what I saw. I said, Plastique's boyfriend came on camera. He said something about her family, was congratulating her. And I left it at that. And even then, before Raja took off, you also noticed on the camera, I said, at least that's what I heard. She asked me a question. I never went to Raja and said, hey girl, Plastique's boyfriend just said X, Y, and Z.
Didn't have to say anything though, to be fair.
Well, he just talked about her family.
She's gone up to her and told her. She's oh my god.
Talked about her family.
What he said about her family?
Like the stirring pot.
It ain't what she been saying.
There you go then, right there.
But the week afterwards, in Untucked, I asked you why Raja reacted the way, and you just stared blankly into my face.
No, I said because a lot of us girls feel some type of way about your story and we don't understand your story completely.
That's a good way to play off any blame for yourself, though. Girl, that's exactly what Silky was doing when we got in that first fight, and I was speaking to Silky about the things that...
But you never said...
Yeah, when I watched it back, I was like, why is she saying I heard from some girls when, like, I'd heard it from you that you were concerned about some inconsistencies. So when I saw that back, I was like, why isn't she owning up to this?
Okay, let's be clear. A lot of us girls has had a conversation or had some words about Plastique's story or how it didn't add up.
You mean the Dream Girls? The clique? Some girls. Silky, probably.
And I said that in my interview, that I was confused, and at that point, I just did not know.
But I don't get why it was so confusing.
Because at the time, as things were going, like I said, a lot of stuff, when we're in certain situations, a lot of stuff didn't add up. And I said that, in my opinion, a lot of things did not add up because at some moments when you were in a situation where you were at the bottom or something, it seemed like an excuse came about.
Well, I don't have anything to say about your personal life or your family life, and I won't also speak to your experience as an immigrant in terms of what you do or don't know about pop culture. I will say it came off as an excuse when it happened. And that's what my problem was. As your teammate, trying our best to celebrate Mariah Carey,
and failing miserably.
Yeah, because they didn't know anything about Mariah Carey.
It wasn't a personal attack.
Do you think you were a shit stirrer, though?
No.
You don't?
No.
Well, I do. I do think you were, Akira, so that's the tea, and that's the tea, Christine.
Your whole body talk.
Okay.
I was at the bottom for being beautiful, so you know what? It works for me. And if I got the little C for my life, I'm a little C for my motherfucking life. Beautifully.
Oh, yeah. What was that? Meh. Lip sync.
If I would have lip synced for my motherfucking life today, bitch, I was motherfucking ready!
Bitch, if I was to lip sync for my life, I was motherfucking ready! Girl, Silky, get a grip.
I felt like you would just like casually like walk around, not even try in the challenge. Or if you knew that you nailed a challenge, you wouldn't try on the runway. And when the judges would be like, Silky, you look like a roach, you'd be like, well,
Yeah,
fuck no, I
the
thought I
roach.
looked beautiful. Like, not specifically that week, but that was like the base of it.
So that's why Yvie was getting in at you. Why were you going in on Yvie?
I didn't need, like, at the time, my business spread out to everybody, because you know, I love all you now, but I don't trust you hoes. and that's just the reality to it, because I don't know what your intentions are. We are here for the same thing. Like when I was having body issues, people may not realize this, I gained 30 pounds filming. And that's why I had so many body...
While we were filming this show.
While we were filming, I gained 30 pounds. Like, oh, what can I do?
30
Because we can't go out, and I just can't go get new foam and make new pads. I had to use what I had.
There was foam there. I mean, to be fair, there was foam there, because I was told to correct my body, and I corrected my body.
The harshest criticisms that I had to give were when people were being
Real
most
tea.
resistant to growing. So I was reading everybody all the time, just like we're all reading everybody all the time. It was all cute, but I just have a very low tolerance for bullshit. If you're sitting there ignoring the facts, I'm going to be the one who's like, bitch, those aren't the facts.
But it's very hard to admit when you're wrong when all eyes are on you, you know what I mean? It's very hard, you know, everyone's looking at you and judging at you.
Well, why not pull them to the side?
Because we didn't get brought here to go and try and have these sneaky ass conversations off camera. Bitch, we are on a TV show.
Yeah, so it did create some drama and some tea, so...
Well, what she's saying is that the emperor's not wearing any clothes, and she couldn't stand the delusion, after hearing what the judges had to say, for girls to come back to the workroom or wherever and say, I don't understand what they're talking about. Well, the judges just told you what they're talking about. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, physically that. Thank you, Yvie, and thank you, Ru.
Silky said that you should go home because of your illness.
That was... For me, that was just painful because I know that she was just talking about like my sprained ankle or whatever.
But I didn't know that you had the disease at that time too. So I honestly said that just talking shit. And I never thought that you would have got upset about it. But later I realized why you got upset about it. So I want to apologize to you.
Which is understandable.
To have the opportunity to tell my story with you, I hope you know how much you mean to me. And what you meant to me as a queer young boy.
Well, the restraining order is still intact.
They moved my seat over.
Yeah. Didn't Rihanna slip into your DMs?
Girl,
she did.
maybe.
I mean, when you're going from, you go on Twitter and somebody says, oh, Rihanna's following you on Instagram. I was like, no, she's not. And then I look at, I'm going through my messages and all of a sudden a DM pops up. So she's on the other end of the phone.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, oh my God. And I showed the girls, I was like, this isn't real. And to have the impact that I've had on people who have already seen the world and done tremendous things and have had an impact on me and the lives of millions of other people is humbling and it's amazing. And it wouldn't have happened if it weren't for you or for the show. And the bravery that you lead with allows all of us to have a voice and to have strength in ourselves to continue this legacy. I hope you know how much it means to all of us. You know?
It is, and she's been a trail.
Thank you. For president.
No, she's running. I'm here for running mate.
No, it's really, it is very special. And I've been in the drag game for a long time, and I've played all the clubs, I've done all the touring and all that stuff. So I know exactly what you're saying, and I do take that and hold it close to my heart.
Thank you, Mother.
Yes.
She put her time in, that's the thing. Anyone who has any questions about Ru's credentials, she's put her time in.
Ruffled your feathers, what was it?
I think she said that the entire cast, I think she actually used the word hate, hated me.
Really?
Well, that's what was said, yeah.
Is that what was said? Did the whole cast hate her?
I personally did not enjoy Scarlett on the show.
Okay. Wow, some tea.
Don't know why. I really don't. I mean, I know that I was confident.
It was cocky. It wasn't confident.
Okay.
You were just, you came across very cocky and very arrogant, and you were constantly trying to kind of just one up. There was always little comments. I don't know if it was a game you were playing or whatever, but it just ruffled my feathers. And when I said that at the viewing party, in all truth, like, I wasn't sad to see you go when you went because on the show, I didn't care for you too much, and I felt like we didn't get along, and I know a lot of the other girls felt the same way as I did, but that was not my place to speak for them.
Who else felt that way? Anybody? Oh, Raja, big surprise.
I would say I was really kind of annoyed with Scarlett because to me, every situation Scarlett had an anecdote and a story for that somehow related to her.
Well, duh. Is that why we're here? That's why we're all here.
Have you heard that from people in general before?
No, I haven't. And maybe I was as delusional as I said I was. And if that's the case, I invite everyone to live in my world. It's a really fun place to be.
We already got Valentina.
Hate is just the word that came to mind because I didn't like you, but I didn't obviously hate you.
In a club situation, you know, a few cocktails, you know, and you work the guy.
Actually, she was drinking water.
Plastique, you have like over 1 million followers. Do you consider yourself a mistress of social media?
Social media queen of the season. Plus Ariel.
Before I came into the competition, I had 100.
100,000.
100,000. When I started drag, I couldn't perform on stage under 21. That's what drove me into social media.
You're the youngest of all of us, right?
Yes.
The most following.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ariel and Soju, you both arrived with big social media followings.
Yeah.
Did the other girls give you shade for that?
I mean, like watching it now, I think they kind of put us in a box where we can't perform, we can't act, we're not a comedy queen, we're only here for looks. And yes, we're here for looks, but we can also do the other things too.
But the one that was reading you was Ariel the first episode.
Yeah,
Would you consider yourself an entertainer, just like kind of like a blogger?
Oh shit! Full entertainer.
Hello.
Okay.
Fair, and let us see it, but you can't walk in heels, so it's questionable to me.
I had never seen Soju perform, and I knew that she was a little bit of a newer queen. Like, she wasn't like as seasoned as I thought. And now that I know Soju, she's amazing. I mean, I bite my tongue now because Soju's one of my best friends.
But did any of the showgirls give them shade for being social media queens?
I didn't throw shade, but I do feel the importance of having that showgirl essence, because everything that we do is turned on stage.
Y'all can tell me I'm wrong, and I don't care. I still don't feel like anybody on this season is just a social media queen. I think that we are all equally hard-working as hell.
I mean,
you just have to know that there's two different sides of everything. We're doing brand deals, promotions, where you're showing your personality in a whole different way.
Yeah.
And Plastique is a fucking performer. I've seen her live doing Ariana Grande, everything is seriously. She Shablam, the splits, everything. She's incredible. So.
No, I don't care about the purple wig. I know that Miss Raja left with a bunch of them.
The only wig I knew Raja had was the big purple crinkly one.
That's what I'm pissed off about.
All of a sudden, it's okay. She really just wants one wig, and it just so happens to be from the person who was not in the workroom, Miss Raja.
Oh, she's there now,
felt
though.
like, Ariel, you were a little more mad about it yesterday than
That's
you are
what I was
about
gonna
it now.
say. Say what you mean, mama, and mean what you say.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pretend this is an episode of Murder She Sat Down and Wrote, and ask myself, what would Jessica Fletcher do? Okay, no one's leaving this room until we get to the bottom of this mystery, okay?
My question, being that I was still in the competition, is how did the wigs get to Plastique Station if you didn't mean to leave them for her?
I moved all of my wigs to a separate little section. When we are eliminated, we're going through a lot of emotions. And when I was packing up, I was just kind of in my feelings. I was really upset, and I forgot that I moved stuff over there. I took several weeks to unpack my bags, and then I realized, oh damn, I left a lot of wigs there. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to unpack that entire shelf.
I'm backpedaling. Now, Ariel, why did you tell the girls that you left the
Okay,
wigs by
Silky.
mistake when you tweeted that you left them for Plastique?
The receipts are in.
Bring in a receipt.
All right, come up with it. I saw that Plastique was under the impression that the wigs were for her. My ass knew that I left them by mistake, okay? I totally left them by mistake, and I'm gonna tell you, I did not leave the wigs for you. Now, when I saw you guys coming at her throat about the situation, I didn't want to dig her into a bigger shithole than she was already in.
Did you clarify when did you not want to dig her into a deeper shithole? Are you saying when you came back or when you was on Twitter?
When she was on Twitter.
When I was home and I saw it happening.
In between watching that episode and from when she came back into that episode. So in that time, she kind of spared Plastique's feelings online.
You were like, oh, I don't care.
Like I said, again, for the 19th time, I didn't want to dig her into a bigger shithole when everybody else was already ganging up on her.
But here's the thing. You was willing to turn on all of us for your friend.
This is my girl. You know, I will always defend her till the end, just as you would defend Akira, Akira would defend you. We all spent a lot of money to be here. I run my own hair business, and you know
So when you were eliminated, we assumed that you wanted to promote your business. And that's why we all took a wig or two.
I mean, you can play it that way, Silky. Promote your wig company. Okay, girl, I'll just snatch this wig and this wig.
Please, wait, hold on.
No, you didn't leave Akira nothing. She grabbed it.
Oh, hold on.
No, I left Akira a wig.
Raja, did you take a wig home?
There was one of her wigs that made it in my suitcase.
Yeah.
So yes, then, how did you word it that way, Raja? Oh my god, So yes, I snatched a wig is what you meant to say.
Fucking suitcase, girl.
I fell in and tumbled in.
Oh no way.
Has she got it? Has she got it?
With it on too.
No.
Well, There you go. Respect for the weaves.
But what I really want to know is how many times a day do you come across people who scream,
Appalens!
Everything!
Appalens!
You earn everything! Oh my god, seriously.
I still have a hard time, trying to say the word.
Let me hear you say it.
Opulence.
The rest.
You earn everything.
No, you just said it wrong. Opulence. You own everything. So she's not got it. Okay.
None of my business. What other people think of me is none of my business. Let's all say it together. What other people think of me is none of my business.
What other people think of me is none of my business. But please let me know in the comments below.
In the great tradition of Paris is Burning, the library is open, darling.
Girl.
Because reading is what, ladies?
Fundamental.
Okay. Now let's start with a queen who didn't get a chance to read this season, Kahana. Who are you going to read, hun?
I'm going to start with Miss Plastique.
Oh, okay.
I'm seeing you very clear from here, darling.
And?
It was interesting to me that you just learned about Beyonce 4 years ago, but you knew every word to Hood Boy. Do they only know Missy Elliott and Cardi B in Vietnam?
Oh, she got you, girl.
Mercedes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start with you, Vanjie.
You want me to read it for you?
Vanjie, right after season 11, you were just a meme. And I guess...
And what the fuck are you?
Right after season 11, you're still a meme.
Right, a meme that's still gonna last longer than you, bitch. Opulence, whoever you bought the jokes back, you better ask for a refund, bitch.
I did not buy this joke, girl.
I know you did, $25 a joke, and you want your money back. She need it back.
Girl.
Soju, girl. Do you remember that one episode when we did? Oh wait, you don't.
You remember that one episode?
Silky nutmeg ganache. I am so upset you used Sharpie on my face, girl. That's permanent, unlike your career.
Girl, please.
Akira, I'm scared of her, so I can't do it. Ariel Versace. You call me a blogger, you should read up on my new article, How to Not Fall in Front of RuPaul, bitch.
That's all the reads that we need,
Akira C. Davenport, ass almighty. That ass is magical. It reminds me of a genie's lamp because it's cold, dark, and when men rub it, they wish for something better.
Silky nutmeg ganache.
Come on, bitch.
You know, the only thing less blended than your hip pads this season was the cheeky Dylan Soju's face. Speaking of Soju, it's a shame that your career hasn't exploded like your sis. Tell me, really quick question, did it K-pop?
My eliminated queens, I want to hear something you love about each of the top 4, starting with Akira C. Davenport. I want to hear what you have nice to say about Akira.
She is the MacGyver of drag. She will take anything and make something, so yeah.
She's got some good looks, incredible pageant.
I wanted to say something nice just in case nobody wouldn't say anything.
Oh wow, literally no one else said anything. Okay.
Brooklyn Heights.
As a fellow dancer.
Same, Scarlett. We could be like a trio of good dancers, me, you, and Brooklyn.
Move your body. It's something I, struggle with, and to see somebody just take so naturally and live in their element is, you're beautiful to watch.
Thank you so much.
Silky Nutmeg Ganache. Oh, the hands are all up.
All right, so Silky, throughout this whole process, you and I obviously haven't been Paris and Nicole. We're not the best of friends. We've had our beef. The thing is, I always will respect somebody that is 100% authentically themselves, which you are. So I always have to respect that, and props to you for doing you the whole entire fucking time.
Yeah. And she got people talking and is dramatic, so props. She made it to the top 4.
Yvie, the minute she walked in, I pegged her as someone to watch, just because there was nobody else like her in the room, and there was just something about her that had this star quality. And I just think you are so talented and so authentic, and I love how you always speak your mind, and I think it's a really rare quality, and I think you're amazing.
Look, the top 2 getting all friendly.
Are you Team Akira? Team Brooklyn?
Team Brooklyn!
One of you will also be taking home the Golden Tweeter Head as Season 11's Miss Congeniality.
Nina West or Sugarcane, I feel like. So that is the reunion all done and dusted. Oh my god, the finale next week. Guys, let me know in the comments below, who are you on team? I'm hashtag Team Brooklyn, but I feel like I really wouldn't mind if Yvie won. For once, there's like, because last year I would kind of just basically definitely Aquaria all the way, whereas season 9, Sasha and Shay both turned it out so much I wouldn't have minded who won. So their lip sync was like incredible, and Shay was flawless all season, and then Sasha, of course. So for me, Yvie and Brooklyn, I really, really want them to take the title, but I suppose it depends on how well they do in the finale in the lip syncs. But girl, I feel like I'm definitely leaning more towards Brooklyn to win, so I'm so excited to watch the finale. Let me know what you guys think. Oh girl, who's gonna win? So obviously the reunion was incredible, lots of drama, lots of tea, all that good stuff, and the shade and everything, and I just like to see them all come back. You get to see Kahana, like Mercedes, Mercedes, Opulence, and Soju, and all that good stuff, so it was cute to see. I didn't realise the drama between Kahana and Mercedes after the show, but whatever. It wasn't too much drama or anything like, I mean, obviously, I thought there'd be more with Silky, to be fair, but we got a bit of Ariel, we got a bit of Kyria, Raja as well, so it was all very good. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the reunion episode. And their looks were absolutely incredible as well. I didn't mention them at all because I didn't want to keep talking over them while they were talking and watching the episode, so I really, really was living for a lot of the looks. So there will be a Toot and Boot episode relating to their reunion looks, so stay tuned for that on Wednesday. And that's pretty much it for this video, so I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Girl, I need to go and rewatch that popcorn spillage situation because I don't even know, guys. Seriously, let me know. But yeah, and also let me know what you guys think of my outfit, opulence, my sporty, like, yeah, girl, like absolute fitness vibe look. Opulence! And let me know if there is any more opulence memes that you have. Let me know what you guys think of mine. So I'm just rambling at this point, but thank you all for watching. I will see you on Wednesday for Toot and Boot, and then next week for the finale. Oh my god, girl, like my outfit as well, you don't even know, girl. So thank you for watching. Bye guys! It is so Yvie Oddly, and for me it's an absolute shoot because she is incredible and one of her best looks, so creative.
Come back again, be like, hey! I'm at the finale too. Y'all never know, bitch. They might spin the wheel, land on me again, bitch. See you later, Miss Vanjie. Do this.